Hello, ladies. Welcome to the season finale of Girl, I Got Questions TV.
And this talk show is for the girl who's trying to pull it together and figure it out. And we are figuring it out, honey, right along with you. You'll see more as we talk today. I am Shana Berkeley. I'm your neighborhood stylist, your stylist next door, here to teach you how to rock the trends in your real world.
And I'm Yasmine Williams-Woods. I help women conquer life, honey, and everything it throws at them by leveraging the courageous love of Jesus.
All right, guys, so we are starting our first segment. It's our favorite segment, our anchor segment, and it's called Mama Ain't Raised No Fool. Okay, because she who asks the question remains a fool for 5 minutes, and she who doesn't remains a fool forever.
And Mama ain't raised no fool, honey.
No, she didn't. So let's get into the question. And this goes back to what we're saying is that a woman who's trying to pull it together and figure it out. And I am learning a lot about my favorite co-host, Yasmine. And so I thought in this season finale, this will be a great opportunity for us to learn a lot more about her. Honey, I got questions, so many questions. I'm not that interested, y'all. She is so interesting.
And that's not true. Y'all know Shana is so interesting, but hey, I'm going to allow her to do the exclusive interview.
We'll start with this question. All right, Yasmin. You were 14. How did you find out you were pregnant? Did you take a pregnancy test?
So here we go. I just knew. I feel like with all of my children, I've just known. But I officially found out because I was a cheerleader at the time. Yes, y'all, I love cheerleading. But so I was a cheerleader at the time, and of course you got to get a physical. She signed my physical, and then I left. Like, I had the choice of having my mom come in, etc., for the physical, and I was like, you know, I'm 14, I got it, I'll be fine. And so she signed the physical, and no one ever had to find out.
So your doctor had, okay, so nobody told you. And now we know you, girl, you slim, trim, you cute, too. Did you gain weight? Like, did you get a stomach? Did you gain weight? How did that work?
Yes. Now, in my mind, I did not gain weight. However, people who knew me at the time might say differently. So if I know Sunny watches our show, so if you knew different, hop in the comments and let us know, like, what was your perception of it? Because for me, and even looking back at pictures and having conversations with my family, it was like I gained weight, but it was more so like I was just going through puberty.
Did you have like morning sickness or anything like that? Any like telltale signs for people to be like,
I threw up one time, and it was during a state exam. I guess another thing I should say is, like, I wore a blue hoodie all the time. I don't know if I shared this in the interview that you watched or the video that you watched, but I wore a blue hoodie every single day, never took it off. Y'all, I'm always cold now, but like I used to be hot, sweating. It was some material that used to stick to my skin. It didn't matter. My life depended on me keeping that hoodie on. So that was one of the ways I hid it.
So you're going to 9th grade, you went to a new school, but I mean, I guess you knew people in general. You pregnant 9 months, you keeping it cool. You ain't even tell a friend, you didn't tell a soul, you didn't tell your best friend.
No, and I think like what you just said is a part of what made the difference, right? I literally, that summer we moved from Alabama to Ohio. So nobody knew how I normally would have dressed. No one knew my typical physique. You know, they're just thinking this is new country girl. They used to call me country as my nickname. There's like, this is new country girl, and it's just how she looks and dresses.
So the day, did you expect to go in labor the day you went into labor?
No. So I was, you know, in my mind, I made up these calculations when I think I'm going to have a baby. I think I had in my mind March or something. And so this night, December 30th, I started experiencing pain. Like, I'm like, y'all, I am about to die. I did not realize it was contractions. I didn't know what was going on except that I was dying. Literally, like, I can't, there are no other words except I was dying. And so I'm on the floor, I'm crawling around, I'm crying, I can't sit, I can't stand. None of this screamed, girl, you're in labor. And so, none of it. Hot mess, 14, no clue. Crazy. Thank God for God, y'all. I never went to the doctor for prenatal care, nothing. Like, it just, the glory of God. This, like, he saved my life. He saved my son's life. I don't play about it. But so at some point I'm like, okay, I'm literally about to die. Let me go tell my mom that I'm pregnant. Because if I die, then I want this baby to be safe. Yeah, so I crawled into bed with my mom and I told her that I was pregnant. That's how that went.
Come on, and what did she do?
Right, because I'm trying to like avoid telling this whole, not avoid it, but y'all, there are parts that still make me uncomfortable. But
Okay.
No. Hey, this is God's story for me to share. I hope you get some laughter, some like shock, whatever he wants you to get out of it. I hope you get out of it. But I tell her, I'm like, I'm pregnant. Not I'm in labor, because I don't know. I think I'm dying. So she's like, she said, so you're having a baby? And I said, yeah. And she said, And so she went back to sleep. And so I get out of the bed and I'm confused. Like, okay, maybe I should have told her I was dying instead of I was having a baby. I don't know. So I continue the process of dying. And hot mess, y'all.
What time is it? It's like people sleep time?
Yeah, so Josh was born at 6 a.m. So this had to be maybe like 4 o'clock in the morning. And so shortly thereafter, my mom wakes up to go to work. Sister would pick her up, take her to work. I'm coming down the stairs in the wee hours of the morning, I guess like 5 a.m. My sister she's like, where's Yasmine going? My mother says something to the extent of, I'm sure I was disoriented, but she's like, I don't know, I guess she's having a baby. And so
now, okay.
So I get in the car and my sister is like, she drives me to the hospital. And I don't remember much after except like getting in the emergency room. They're asking me my name, all these things, and I'm just screaming. I throw my shoes off. Like I am a lady, like going wild because I'm in so much pain. It still hasn't hit me that I'm about to have a baby. So anyway, they get me on the elevator. And they couldn't even get me to the room. Before they got me to the room, I had Josh. I was with doctors on a hospital bed, but we were like in transition to the hospital or to the delivery room.
Oh, this is a movie. If you are a filmmaker, make this a movie, bro. I am riveted. You feel me? Riveted. Thank you. As I see the finale, we wanted you to get to know the most interested one of us. You know, I'm like the Courtney. I'm like the least interested to look at, honey. She is the Kim, okay? She giving us full tea testimony.
Not true. So look, when we come back for season 2 in a few weeks, so go ahead, catch up on all the others. When we come back for season 2, I think we need to start with an exclusive interview of the Miss Shana Berkeley. So go ahead, if you got questions, if you want to know, you've been watching her for 11 whole episodes. So I know you got some questions from some little tea she let spill here and there. Send us the questions, because when we come back for episode 1 of season 2, we gonna have an exclusive of Shana. Period.
I'm an open book, honey. It's a thin book, but it's open. So guys, if you're not following on Instagram, as we go through our hiatus before we get ready for season 2, we're going to be posting on Instagram, answering your questions, doing our question of the week, and putting up quotes about how to survive during quarantine, everything in between. Be sure you're following us over on Instagram, following Yasmine at her page, but we put all in the description box because it's necessary, honey, to understand her testimony. You can't have a testimony without a test. She had a huge test at 14, honey, and she passed it. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
This is the Fashion Foreteller segment where our girl Shana, the fashion chase herself, is going to give us some tips, some trends, just basically get us together. Shana, what we doing this week?
Girl, this week we are talking about sweatpants. Now, I have been putting off talking about sweatpants and sweatshirts and sweat outfits because although we're in quarantine, I want you to still get up. I want you to still look nice. If you look good, you feel good. Think about what you're wearing and really try to embrace the trends as they come. We don't want to let that moment pass us by. However, since this is our season finale, and I know we may be in quarantine for a little while longer, I wanted to at least give you some inspiration about how to wear your sweatpants, because if I like it or not, you rocking them. So I'm going to give you a couple tips about how to rock the sweats during quarantine. So the first thing is get you some sweatpants or a sweatshirt that is cute. It has a little pattern. So these are tie-dye. Tie-dye is a big trend. They even have these little checkered number on the side. And so not just black and brown and blue, right? But if you get some that have a little personality. So our first tip, guys, is to wear sweatpants with personality. Don't just get the boring colors. So I wanted to go next into talking about sweatshirts. I love a hoodie. I'm more of like a hood and a pocket and just that whole little cozy number. But hoodies add bulk. Sometimes it's not what you want, especially as we're moving into spring. And so in your house to have a hoodie is cool, but as you step outside, child, you're going to be real hot real quick, okay? Unless you're like Yasmine, who wear that blue hoodie every day. I want you to think about turning in your hoodie for a sweatshirt. This sweatshirt is from a company called Bold Love. It says Only God. And so the next tip is to get some that may have a quote or that may have some words or a picture that depicts you. Customize your sweatshirts. If you can't pick out a cute outfit, child, go online, go to a t-shirt company, get some custom. You know what I was looking for that I couldn't find? Some Easter sweats. I wanted to get some Easter sweats since I couldn't wear my Easter dress. I couldn't find any online, but if you could, make some custom shirts or order some custom shirts, that'll be really cute for you and your family to get custom sweats. And then don't get them too big. I know we always want to go oversized, large, extra large, 2X, but get one that's maybe just one size up from your normal size. So it'll still be a little big, but it won't engulf you. It'll still add a little bit of structure, a little bit of style, and then you can wear it if you're at the house and then you want to run to your car, you want to run to the grocery store, or run a couple errands. Then you can wear it without feeling like you completely got to change clothes because it's not too pajama-esque. Then my third tip, and again, we'll be putting pictures, so I have lots of different options for you, is going to be the matching set. So this is a pants and a jacket. This is from a company in Nashville called Live Above. On the back of it says, everything you do should be legendary. I wonder if you can see that. Everything you do should be legendary. So this goes along with our first and second themes, but get something that matches. This is like you don't even have to think about it, one and done outfit. Again, I have tennis shoes that have this little teal color, so I can elevate that look. I can add heels with this to really bring my personality. If you're a heels girl, then I don't think they should be neglected because Sister Corona want to put us in quarantine, honey. We don't have the time to play with her. So add some heels to that. You can add a crop top if that's your style and your swag. I mean, everybody can wear sweats and still look pulled together, cute, and be productive while doing it. So if you're going to wear sweats, at least wear them right, child. This is I Rise, our segment where we celebrate Black Girl Magic, honey, when we celebrate the sisters who have asked and answered the hard questions so you wouldn't have to. Yasmine, who are we honoring today?
I am so pumped, y'all, because this week we are honoring 34-year-olds. See, I'm pumped because she's in her early 30s. Get it? Boo! She might be the youngest person we've had on the list, but we are honoring 34-year-old Kismakia Corbett. You can call her Kizzy. If I'm saying her name wrong, you can find all the info in our description box. But let me tell you about Miss Corbett, okay? She is the woman who's leading the whole coronavirus vaccine study. It's her vaccine COVID-19. That's your girl Kizzy. Y'all, Black woman, 34 years old, out there winning. I'm feeling nothing but Black girl magic as she leads the healing of this world, of this country. She is, she earned her PhD in microbiology and immunology from UNC Chapel Hill. Y'all know I used to live in North Carolina, so I just feel like this is my sister, okay?
Ready? Here we go. 2 snaps and a slay for Miss Corbett. Thank you for all you're doing to ask and answer the hard questions so we won't have to.
Y'all, we got a brand new segment for y'all. It is called Love and Basketball, where we talk nothing but relationships. Because like they say in the movie, we trying to play for your heart. And so this week in our Love and Basketball segment, we are going to talk about non-negotiables. Now, back in the day, non-negotiables would have been, we just going to give the people 3 apiece. But let me tell you, my non-negotiables back in the day were you had to be college educated, you could not have children, and I think those were like my main 2. Of course, I had, like, you had to love Jesus, but I dated people who weren't, so I can't call it, who weren't believers. So I think I gotta say that wasn't a non-negotiable. Today, in all my knowledge, all that I've acquired, I would have to say that non-negotiables for me are still, I don't know, I'm so torn, y'all. You, first and foremost, obviously, you have to love Jesus. And I don't mean you go to church. I mean you got to be in his word. You pray. You serve the community. Those things are important to me. Number 2, you got to be confident and secure. And number 3, a non-negotiable is, a non-negotiable is disrespect toward me, which I know got so many definitions. I don't know, y'all know I'm married, so I pray I don't even have to navigate none of this anymore. But of course you got boundaries in your current relationships too. Shana, what about you?
Non-negotiables outside of having a true, real Jesus ahead of my life. I pray, I submit to him as the church kind of idea, right? Because I think everything to me is like, it depends. It's the lawyer in me. If you know a lawyer, their answer to almost everything is, it depends. So college educated was never like a non-negotiable for me, because I've been on that side of it, and I see what it is and I see what it ain't. I know men who are college educated. I know men who aren't. It's more about walking in your purpose. So I think, but then I'm also like, God gives us purpose at different parts of our lives. Like, it's a little bit rude. Rude is a strong word, but it's not fair to ask people to know their purpose if God has not shown that to them, because he does that at different parts. I think I like yours about being self-confident. That is something that you have to grow in and build, but I'm 30, so at 30 there's a level of confidence and trust and security that I think you need to have. One of my non-negotiables that is not non-negotiable, but the products, I guess, would say is a non-negotiable. It used to be that you had to have a really good relationship with your mom or your parents or family or whatever, because that's kind of where you get all that formidable education about relationships. However, my mom was a single mom. I have a stepdad, and she got married when I was in elementary school. But me and my biological father, as you guys know, I don't think I have the best relationship in the world. It could get better, and so I'm like, you're really asking a lot of people, and you can't determine who your parent is to decide if you have a good relationship with them. And sometimes parent-child relationships can be toxic. So I'm like, maybe not that. But I think just being open and loving. I think somebody who's like very loving, outwardly loving, not like, I love you because I pay the bills. Sir, I can pay my own bills. I can love myself in that way. So I think openly loving is seeking or going towards what they think their passion or calling is in excellence. I need people to do it in excellence. You work at the after school program and you play basketball with children, then it'd be excellence, okay, and what you do. And then also loving God and having that self-confidence in who you are and who I am enough in our relationship that you can be trusting. Because you're not going to blow my phone up all day and night. I'm busy, okay? I'm at work when I'm at work. I may need some quiet me time without you there. I'm doing nothing. I'm at the movies by myself. Like, trust, child, because you're not going to wreck me. I ain't got it. I don't have it to give. I'm too old, I'm too tired, and I got too much self-respect to be doing all the extra stuff. So I think those are my non-negotiables today. But that's a hard question for me. I would love to hear your non-negotiables. Put them in the comments. All right, guys, that last segment leads perfectly when we're talking about following Christ into our favorite segment, Yasmine's favorite segment, everybody's favorite. It's called Faith, Filled, and Fabulous.
Yes, honey, because if you are trying to be fabulous, you got to be filled with faith. And sis, if you are filled with faith, congratulations, boo, because you are fabulous. Y'all, I am going to keep it quick and simple for us as we wrap up this season. And I'm going to take it to Isaiah 43:1. I'm just going to get Old Testament on us real quick. So it says, Isaiah 43:1 in the Amplified reads, "But now, this is what the Lord your Creator says. O Jacob, and he who formed you, O Israel, do not fear, for I have redeemed you from captivity. I have called you by name. You are mine." If you ain't follow the first parts of that, you cool. Here's what I want you to hear, and here's what we're focusing on today. It says, I have called you by name. You are mine. Your Creator, y'all, in all his glory, he knows your name. Not only does he see that the earth is, we're struggling out here with the pandemic. Not only does he know your, all your situations, your financial situation, your emotional, your relational situation. He knows you personally. He is so, like, he knows the hairs on your head. Somewhere in Psalms it says he has all your tears you've ever cried up, like saved up in a jar. Like, y'all, he knows you personally. And what I want to really focus on is where the Bible says, you are mine. Boo, you belong to God. You belong to God. And I know as a parent that when something, or just as a person, when something is mine, here are the three things that I make sure I do. First and foremost, I protect it. I don't play about mine. I wish somebody would, right? And so that is your God in heaven. He is you are his. He's protecting you. He loves you, boo. The other thing is, it's about permission. If something is mine, you gotta ask for permission. Don't just come touching my stuff. Don't touch my plate. Don't touch my clothes. Don't touch my man. Don't touch my kids. Don't touch. If it's my house, please ask my permission. Don't touch nothing. Don't touch it. Ask for permission. And again, God is the same with you. Just like Satan had to go through God to get to Job, everything that happens in your life, the enemy had to ask permission. And if God gave the enemy permission, then you better believe that it is going to work for your good. Then you better believe that God is afflicting you because he's faithful to you, because he loves you, because he cares about you. It's all to glorify his name, and it's all to purify you so you can live the life that Jesus came for you to live, life more abundantly. Satan came to steal, kill, and destroy, but Jesus came that you can have life more abundantly. So when God gives permission for something to transpire in your life, it is so that you can get to that abundance. Trust and believe me. And then the third thing is promise. When something is mine, even like if you buy a home, if you buy a car, you got to promise that you're going to pay for it, that you're going to upkeep it, that you're going to put gas in it. You got to promise you're going to have insurance on it. If the job is yours, you got to promise you're going to show up. So when something is yours, there is a promise somewhere in it. And because you are God's, he has promised you eternal life. He has promised never to leave or forsake you. He has promised you that your latter days will be better than your former days. He has promised you healing, wholeness. All right? So you are protected. People got to ask permission to come stepping up in your life, throwing stuff at you. And there are promises around your life. So sis, I pray that you can just find excitement and glory and peace and strength and comfort in the fact that you are God's. He knows your name. It is gas me up, y'all. You know what it is. This is the segment that's for the woman who is out there saying, hey, in her Instagram stories, her Snapchat, just wherever she needs to feel that like push for confidence. So we're going to tell you our songs that have gassed us up for this week. And if you want to hear all our songs from this season, make sure that you check out all the other videos from season 1. All right. You want to go first, Shana?
I will go first. So while I'm pulling up my girl, make sure you guys are subscribed, you turn on the notification bell, you like this video, and you share it with a friend. I know we don't say that enough, but subscribers really matter and they super help us. So we thank you guys so much for that. My song is called Getting Good from Lauren Elena. Now, this is a country song. Don't come for my head. But what it's about, and I think it's necessary right now in the quarantine, it's about how you always want something else. You got a house, you want a bigger house. You got a car, you want a nicer car. You get a nice car, you're scared to scratch it. You don't want to take it to Walmart. Child, it's too much. But what this song is talking about is that our life starts getting good when we determine that it's already good. Ain't that a word? So it's basically like a Christian song that's rapping to a country song. You're welcome.
Yes, I'm here for that. Our lives are getting good when we realize that they're already good. Yes, she better preach. I'm going to have to check it out. Now, for me, you know I had to end on a righteous note, and I'm sorry, I had a day, okay? So I'm going I got to have 2 songs this week. Your girl needs God and Son, and his Son, Jesus. So my first song is Isaac Caree. I think that's how you pronounce his name. It's In the Middle. You can't help but to pull yourself together and just start rocking out to Jesus. Yes, praise him in the middle. And then my second song is just going right along with our Faith-Filled and Fabulous segment is You Know My Name by Tasha Cobbs. So grateful that he knows my name.
So good. Yeah, so basically we gave y'all the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost on our doggone season finale. She gave y'all the Father and the Son. I gave you the Holy Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Because he in you, and sometimes you a little secular, but you still love the Lord. We gave y'all a 3-for-1 this week in this segment. And thank you guys so much for watching our season finale. Oh, Yasmine, can you believe it? This was season finale. Thank you for watching our season finale of our YouTube talk show, Girl, I Got Questions TV.
And we want y'all to keep on asking the questions, because on the other side of the question is a woman who is unmatched, remarkable, and magical. And we want you to be that woman.